All right, family, what's up? This is Sensei from Ride Fit Nation. If you have never been to the channel, welcome to the channel. I know it's late, it's dark, but guess what? I'm about to take a ride, and I figured I'd hit this record button for a bit to do a couple of updates, to talk to y'all about my thoughts on having a fat tire in the bike, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about riding in the nighttime. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to touch on a few little issues that I have with the bike. The video I recorded the other day, a few days ago, was I had to bring the bike to Harley. So, how do I feel about the fat tire? I love it. I freaking love my fat tire. No regrets, man. You know what I'm saying? There's no going backwards with this decision that I made. You guys saw the video of the install. You saw the whole thing. The forks. You got to see everything that I did from beginning to end. 3-part video. If you haven't seen it, go back to the channel, go through the videos, and look around for the things that you saw me do in case you're thinking about doing it by yourself, because it's not as difficult. You know what I mean? So I love the way the bike feels. A lot of guys say that when you're going into turns, the bike wants to turn back straight up. Now, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm just different with riding. I don't feel that with my bike. My turns feel the same. I don't feel a difference in that. However, what I do feel is you can tell that there's a heavier wheel on the front, and it just takes some getting used to, because you can feel the difference in rotation. You definitely feel that. You could feel the bumps when you go over bumps. It's a completely different thing. I mean, the bumps feel amazing, and I'm not purposely going over bumps, but I'm just saying it just feels different. The bike feels different. The stance of the bike looks different. The bike looks way more aggressive. The rims that I have, I freaking love these rims. There's these, you know, I'm not trying to put rims on here that everybody and their mama have, right? I'm not doing that. So I'm glad I found some rims that I like from the guy that sold me the kit. I actually did not like the rims as much as I thought I would in the beginning, because I was sold on the basic rims that I see, the other rims that I see all the time. But these rims, oh my gosh, I love them. And I ordered the back tire. That's going to be coming in about another 2 weeks. So that's getting made. And once they do that, I have the matching tires. I'm going to get that powder coated as well, because, you know, my OCD won't allow me to have a front tire that's beautifully done, and then the back tire is just straight stock. But it takes time and it takes money, right? So I love it. As I'm riding the bike feels really comfortable. The other day I had to bring it back up to Harley because of the bearings. The bearings was put on wrong. I'm not going to badmouth the person I put the bearings on, but I know one thing: I'm never doing business with that guy again. Not because he put the bearings on wrong, because anybody can make mistakes. However, that was just a sign for me to leave him alone. His attitude, his temperament is just disgusting. You know, I sent my wife to go pick up the fairing that got painted by him, and he basically, the first thing he said out of his mouth was, "You got money? You bought my money?" in a serious tone. Now the old me would have handled that a little different, because that's disrespectful. You never talk to my wife like that, my mom like that, nothing. But that's the younger me once again. The older version of myself now, the mature version of myself, just leave it alone. No business. I'm not going to badmouth him. I'm not going to do any of that. All right, he will handle himself when it comes to that. So no more. So what I am going to do though is I'm going to find me a reputable person to work with that's close to me and not so far like everybody else, right? And that's the reason why I work with this gentleman. However, he put my freaking bearings on the wrong way, and I was highly bothered by that. I was not happy at all. But as you guys always hear me say, everything in life happens for a reason, and whatever those reasons are, you just got to flow with it. You can't let that stuff bother you, and you just got to be the one to just breathe and just say, okay, you know what? What's next? You know what I'm saying? What's next? So the fat tire kit, guys, if you're thinking about it, I'm giving you my true opinion. And like I said, you will feel a difference in the ride, especially when you start to go faster. You're gonna feel a difference, okay? You're gonna feel different because it's different, and you're gonna feel every little thing in the bike until you adjust and acclimate to the bike. All right, so I love it. Now, nighttime riding. So I'm riding in the nighttime. I have on my Harley Davidson jacket, which is reflective, and it has the orange on it, which is reflective. I'm also not speeding. I have my lights are pretty damn bright. I don't need to put on my high beams, but if I'm riding in an area that is extremely extremely dark and hard to see, I am going to put on my high beams on my motorcycle. Okay, so make sure you are lit, make sure you are seen, make sure you are heard. All that crap about quiet bikes and all that stuff, I'm never into that stuff. Every motorcycle that I've ever owned, I always have to get exhaust put on my bike. I always have to get my bike to have sound, because you have to be seen, you have to be heard. Don't believe the crap that you hear a lot of people talking about. That's not true, that's not true. Nah, when I hit this throttle, I want people to know that I'm around. I don't care about the horns, because most of the times when people hear horns, it makes them look and they don't really see what's around them. But give me the bike. I want you to know that there's a motorcycle here. Also, I live in Deertown, so I know these deers. They're like my cousins and my grandsons and all that stuff. These deers are family. So, hey, cousin deer, how's it going, right? So you got to be careful and use your eyes when you're riding in the nighttime. Don't speed, right? Because you won't have enough time to stop. And even though I'm right now moving at 45 miles an hour, right? That's pretty fast. If a deer comes in front of me right now, God forbid, you know, still might not be able to stop, because sometimes they're right there, right in front of you, and they'll run and you don't see them. But if I'm going at, let's say I'm going at 90 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour, then that accident is going to be 10 times worse. So use discretion, and really, really, really ride with common sense. And not only deers, but possums, squirrels, raccoons, snakes, rabbits, dogs, all these little things can come out in the road and they can make you swerve and hurt yourself, if not worse. Nighttime riding is awesome. It's not as terrible as people think. Would I recommend for you to just go out there and ride in the nighttime? Heck yeah. Yes, go and ride in the nighttime. Because if you don't practice your rides in the nighttime and you get caught in the nighttime, your eyes and everything is not going to be acclimated. It's just like riding in the rain. I'm not going to recommend for you to go jump in the rain, but I'm going to recommend that when it starts to rain and you're riding, you get caught in the rain, yeah, damn it, ride in the rain and get your rain gear. Big shout outs to my man Marlon, who got his rain gear, and big shout outs to my man Ty from Gliding with Ty, who got his rain gear. Y'all got to get your rain gear. My man up top, rain gear. Hardware got his rain gear. Come on, y'all got to get your rain gear. Go on Amazon and get yourself an inexpensive set. It doesn't have to be ridiculously expensive, I promise you. Not everything needs to be expensive. But back to the nighttime riding. Your eyes, right, will look at things completely differently in the nighttime than it will in the day. Your eyes are different, sees different things. Your depth perception is different, okay? So if you're not riding in the nighttime and you're scared of riding in the nighttime, I get it. But if you want to learn about riding in the nighttime, you're not going to learn about riding in the nighttime by sitting down watching videos about riding in the nighttime. You're going to learn by getting up off your butt, get your bike started, you know, do a few miles in the nighttime, and just watch for people. Just watch everybody. You know what I'm saying? Watch everybody, because people, sometimes they don't watch you. But the beautiful thing about the night, I'll tell you this, your lights are way brighter in the nighttime. It illuminates way more in the night. It's just amazing. You know what I'm saying? So that's the things I want you guys to understand about riding. Don't be afraid to ride. Get on your bike and ride, right? Now tomorrow, the update tomorrow, I have to bring the bike back to Harley because my front brake is been given issues still. After I paid the money, I got the bearings done, but there's something going on with the caliper for some reason, and I bled the caliper 3 times. I brought it to Harley, they bled it twice. It felt okay, but then it started to lose pressure again. So right now I'm using mostly my rear brake, which I normally use anyway. And then I have the security light, the red light is on. And of course my low air pressure on the tire is off. But that's only because I don't have the TCMT, I believe it's called a TCMT, whatever valve in the front tire. So eventually I put that on there, that sensor, so it can pick up the air pressure. Okay, but that's no biggie. But this is what I mean, guys, about why I say I love working on my own bike. Because when I work on my own bike, I'm getting to know my bike. I could tell you every little thing that's going on with my bike, all the little details of information that my bike is saying, hey, we need help. We need to get some oil. You know, we're running low on fuel. The front tire is not doing good. Beast is always going to tell me. She's always going to tell me, like, hey, you're abusing me, man. I need for you to take better care of me. You see? So that's the next thing. And here's another thing I'm going to get into soon: detailing. I started doing a whole lot of studying on detailing my motorcycle so I can get the buffer. I want to get the pressure washer stuff. Well, not the pressure washer really, but if I do the pressure washer, what I learned is that you need a pressure washer that's no more than 1,000 PSIs. Anything that's more than that, you overkilling. That's for like doing the house. But for your bike, keep the PSIs low. So I'm going to start detailing my bike, and I'm going to shoot videos and show you the products that I learned, the things that I see, and just get stuff, man, because there's a whole lot of things out there that we're going to learn, and I'm going to be there to teach y'all. And you guys are going to be there to teach me, because I know you're going to leave things in the comments. Hey, Sensei, you did that wrong. Hey, Sensei, you did that. Yo, don't do that next time. You know, like, and I'm going to listen to y'all. You know what I'm saying? As long as you guys keep it positive, because you know on this channel, we ain't like no other channel, baby. This channel ain't nothing. You try to give it to me raw, I'm going to give it back to you raw. I ain't afraid of nobody. You feel me? And when I say that, I don't mean in a beef way. I mean like words-wise. I don't care. Whatever you're going to tell me, just be ready for me to tell you back. And if I see you in person, you can tell me the same thing, and I'm going to tell you my feelings too without any beef. I ain't got no time for that. I don't even eat beef, man. I like vegetables, veggies and fruits. You know what I mean? So, guys, leave it in the comments. Are you thinking about getting the fat tires? Do you have the fat tire? What are your thoughts? Are you going to go back to stock, right? Do you like the way the tires look on your bike? I'm not going to ask you how it looks on my bike, because I love the way my tire look on my bike, and I don't need nobody's opinion to try to tell me what their thoughts are, if they like my tires or not, because I like my tires. I'm not going to open up that can of worms. Come on. Yes, I am. You know I'm bullcrapping. All right, give me your thoughts, guys. As a matter of fact, when you see the person, if you're going to Daytona for this year, for 2023, I'm going to be on there. I think I'm going to be the only guy that has a black and orange bike like this one. So I'm going to stand out, okay? Hopefully by that time, I have my back tire done. But if not, I'll handle. I'll be able to breathe and do what I got to do. But next thing too, are you afraid of riding in the nighttime? Because you know this is 2 videos in one. Are you afraid of riding in the nighttime, or do you enjoy riding in the nighttime? And if you do enjoy it, what do you like about riding in the nighttime? And if you're afraid of riding in the nighttime, what are you afraid of when it comes to riding in the nighttime versus the daytime? You see what I'm saying? That's just the little things I want you to think about. All right? So that's it, guys. I want you to leave the comments, and also let me know about this channel, man. What are your thoughts on this channel? You know, like I told you guys, this is my fun channel, and this fun channel is beginning to grow. You know, we're over the 1,000 mark now, which is awesome. And I just want to know, what are you guys thinking about the channel so far? Are you enjoying the content? Do you find the content helpful, the things that I'm teaching you? Not just the motorcycle stuff, but I know that my fitness stuff don't get a lot of play, which is okay. I mean, it's all right. But I'm still going to teach that stuff because I want you guys healthier and stronger. What is it we're going after, huh? The 3 M's. What is it? Miles, muscle, and money. You feel what I'm saying? So give me your feedback when it comes to that stuff. And I'm looking forward to hearing it, guys. Help me to grow this channel to more. We need to have a few thousands more in the next couple of months. All right? All right. We out. Peace.